Hi everyone, welcome to our latest Grape Minds video. Very pleased to be stood here with Luke as we introduce our latest tasting box. So really excitingly, a week on Friday we are going to host a Zoom tasting with Marques de Murrieta, one of my absolute favourite Rioja houses, where we taste their Capellana White Rioja and their Reserva 2015 Rioja, two absolute blockbusters that we will deliver to your door for £45, and then we're actually tasting with the winemaker and with the importer alongside the three of us, Luke, myself and Michael in store, and that's going to be great fun. That is 6 o'clock next Friday. We did take the opportunity alongside to put together a lovely little Spanish fine wine tasting box if you are interested. So whilst we have a couple of absolute classics from Rioja, Spain does wonderful wines, doesn't it? We've got a sherry in there, we've got a lovely dry manzanilla, we've got a Ribera del Duero. But the two we're going to taste with you now is the Martin Codax Organistrum, and Luke, do you want to grab the bottle?
So it's from Rias Baixas in northwestern Spain, on the coast, made with Albarino, and they've foul fermented it, then had some extra time on lees in stainless steel tanks, and it gives this really lovely creamy quality to it. But as soon as you put your nose in, it sort of just smells of the sea, fresh sea breeze.
You're almost transported straight away to the coast, aren't you? The grapes are picked really early to retain all the freshness. I mean, this is a 2015 vintage, so 5 years old. You know, an Albarino you think of as really fresh and zippy, but it's still got all those characteristics, hasn't it? But
and then it follows through. You get this really lovely sort of crisp lime in the mid palate, and then it just follows with all of that tropical and then creaminess.
I think it's a superb example of fine white wine that Spain can actually do.
It sort of stands up there with some top class white burgundies you could have with richer dishes, while you could also have it with a nice salad as well.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? One of our other absolute favourite regions for Spain, and a wine we love. We love our wines from Catalan, and this is from a region called Terra Alta, which is relatively unknown on the winemaking map, really. But this is Xispa. So this is predominantly a Carignan, 90% Carignan, 10% Grenache. And comes from a wonderful winemaking family who actually we know because they also live in Oxford. Ali MacLeod of Different Wines makes some absolutely stunning wines, and this is probably one of their most premium wines in the range.
It's from old bush vines from the Carignan and Grenache, and it really gives this nice intensity. It really fills the mouth and lasts on the palate. But it's sort of peppery, spiced, dark fruits. Really delicious. Yeah,
it's sort of fermented, isn't it? Sort of almost like, not bunch by bunch, but it's fermented in small parcels and brought together. You know, if you've not come across really fine Terra Alta wines before, think about wines like Priorat with that intensity, and it's a real sort of fig sort of aroma on the nose, isn't there? For me, you know, yes, it's a big bold wine, but it's
still fresh.
It's still fresh, isn't it? It's still you know, pleasant to be stood here at 10:30 on a Monday morning and tasting it. You know, you don't feel like you need a steak or to sit down.
And it's the sort of wine that would definitely open up over the course of a few hours. So you could open it, you know, 3 or 4 o'clock and then enjoy it at 8, and it would just keep getting better and better as you then finish the bottle.
Absolutely. So, a couple of wonderful wines, a couple of amazing Riojas that we hope to taste with all of you a week Friday. The fine wine tasting box we will again deliver to your door if you like for £125. A stunning selection, one we're really proud of, and we hope you really enjoy it. Cheers.
Cheers.